So you're thinking of combining your two favorite weekend activities, running and that extra glass of wine? Let's break it down. What actually happens if you decide to hit the track after a few too many? First off, alcohol is a master at dehydrating your body. And you know what doesn't love dehydration? Your muscles. They need water, not tequila shots. Alcohol pulls water away from your system, making you pee more and leaving your body gasping for hydration the next day. That means your muscles and joints don't have the fluid they need to move smoothly. And instead of gliding through your run, you're probably waddling through it like a confused penguin. And your coordination? Say goodbye to it. Alcohol messes with your balance and reaction time, meaning you're more likely to trip over that imaginary obstacle, or worse, your own feet. Not to mention, it slows your brain down too. So those quick decisions you make while running, like dodging a crack in the pavement or avoiding that random squirrel, becomes blurry. Basically, your reflexes are taking a nap while you're trying to run. Your body uses glycogen, that sweet stored energy, for fuel when you run. But alcohol's like, no thanks, I'm using that to process this cocktail. So, you end up running on empty. The truth is, alcohol takes priority in your body's metabolic processes, which means less fuel for your run and more energy being used to break down those drinks. And without that glycogen, your performance tanks. You'll feel like your legs are made of lead, and that runner's high? Forget about it! Alcohol dulls your endorphin production. So instead of that euphoric, I can conquer the world feeling, you're more likely to feel like you've been hit by a truck. Twice. No endorphins, no motivation, no joy. Basically, you're just left with the hangover. Now you've somehow survived your run. What happens next? Alcohol slows down muscle recovery. Normally, after a tough run, your muscles rebuild and repair themselves, but alcohol? It's like hitting the brakes on that whole process. So instead of bouncing back, you're looking at muscle soreness that feels like you've run across 3 countries, not just around your neighborhood. And if you thought post-run hydration was important, it's even more critical now. Alcohol depletes essential electrolytes, goodbye sodium and potassium, meaning you'll need more than just water to bounce back. You'll need, well, a miracle. Or a sports drink. Okay, so maybe you're asking, what if I save the drink for after the run? A little celebration for surviving that 5K? Well, here's the deal. Post-run, your body is working overtime to recover, rebuild muscles, and replenish fluids. Adding alcohol to the mix makes it work even harder. After a run, your body is craving nutrients, not beer. Drinking alcohol right after a run can actually increase inflammation, which is the last thing you want when your muscles are already begging for mercy. Plus, alcohol is a sleep disruptor. And sleep? That's your body's #1 recovery tool after a run. So if you think you'll sleep like a baby after that post-run beer, think again. Alcohol might make you drowsy at first, but it wrecks your deep sleep, meaning you'll wake up groggy and your muscles will still be screaming for help. So what's the takeaway? Running and alcohol aren't exactly besties. If you want to feel great, perform well, and avoid that zombie-like post-run shuffle, it's best to save the alcohol for later. But if you're going to mix running and drinks, let's stick to a sports drink, shall we?